Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna. I'm so glad you're here today. Now today I'm going to be working with this Betterpress panel here. I had pressed this on my live the other night when I was working with all of the Classic Pooh collection, Simple Stories. And this is the Betterpress plate. This is one of them. There were two that I pressed. And this is just little Pooh Bear and little Piglet walking down a path, and I just decided that I was going to watercolor it. And what I'm using here are my Distress Oxide inks. I'm just bringing in some of the colors that I've got. I've got some yellow and brown there, and I'm just mixing it. And I've just got one of those inexpensive water pens. I think I might have picked up this pen at the dollar store. And I'm just going to use some water and some of my Distress Oxide inks and just do some watercoloring on here. Now, I don't watercolor very often. So I just thought it would be fun to play around with it, and so that's what I'm doing. And I'm just kind of mixing some colors to get a color that is somewhat representative of Pooh's colors. I didn't have the exact inks for that, so we're just going to blend some together. I'm kind of cleaning my brush in between colors, and I'm laying a little bit of water down onto Pooh and Piglet before I color them. Just putting some plain water on there, then I'll bring the color in. And for this, I'm bringing in my spun sugar and my Kitsch Flamingo for Piglet, and I'm going to just add some color to him, blending the two together. One is too light, I think the other one's too dark, so I'm just kind of blending them together, and I'm just going to get this laid down on here. And I've got this sped up just at 2x speed, and this is a fairly short video, even at the 2x speed, it's only, just over 11 minutes. Normally when I'll do some coloring and stuff like that, I'll speed it up to, 6 or 7 times, but I've just done this to 2. So it'll just take me a minute. And I'm just playing around. Now I brought in Lumberjack Plaid Red, and I was mixing it with the pink to make kind of a darker pink for Piglet's stripes on his shirts. And then I'm using the red for Piglet's shirt. Now on the die they didn't include a shirt for Piglet, but on this press plate they did, or for Pooh, but on this press plate they did include the shirt for Pooh. So now I've got some mowed lawn and some moss. I can't think of what the moss color is from Ranger, but I'm using those two, and I'm just going to do a mixture of them and just very quickly just lay down some green brown area for my grass and just fill it in and kind of get it in between, the path where they're walking and everything, and just get it all filled in. And I probably should have zoomed in on this more. I actually thought I was going to make a short out of this, and then I just decided against it and decided to make a full video out of it. So I could have zoomed in a little bit more. So I'm just filling the area. Now I know I'm going to use that magic frame set for this. I think that's what it's called. So I know that it's going to, I'm only going to need a small area around this, and I won't get my whole picture area in there because of the frame that I'm going to use, but we'll just keep laying some ink down here and get this colored in. And I'm trying to add a couple different colors to just add some dimension. I will go back in and layer it up again, and then we'll really get some shadowing and some dimension in it. But like I said, I don't watercolor very often, so it's not a strong point for me, but I thought it was fun, and I need to do it more because it's very relaxing. I have been painting more. I've been doing some acrylic painting, just doing some, watching some the videos and doing the paint-alongs with them. I've done that. I've got 3 pictures here at my house in which I've done that recently. But watercoloring on my cards is not something I do very often. I think I might just do it with that other Betterpress panel that I made as well. And I think it's coming together pretty good for an amateur. this is where I kind of clean it up, and I think that I'm done, and then I decide, oh, actually, this is where I'm going to grab some blue to create my sky. So I'm just bringing in Stormy Sky Distressed ink, and we're just going to do the same thing. I'm going to make a puddle of water there just to kind of thin that out. And I'm just going to real quickly, kind of messily, just lay down this blue. And I'm having to pick up some more color. I'm not getting a lot of color on there, but I don't want a lot of color. I kind of want it to look like a, I don't know, kind of a cloudy sky or a little bit of a gray sky. Or stormy sky, according to the ink name. So I'm just going to fill in around Pooh and Tigger and try to get some sky color around them, and also within the branches of the tree. And I'm going to bring in some more color here, and just darken it up a little bit. And now we're starting to get a little bit more dimension with it, and I'm getting a little more creative with my brush and just doing a little bit of pouncing and adding a little bit more texture. And I think this kind of brings it a little more to life. And then we'll have to do some more to the sky as well. And I think I need to broaden the kind of the square area because I'm going to use that frame on it, and I need to make sure I get my scene covered. Now I've got a die there, and I was thinking about using it to die cut out and then putting the frame behind it, but then I decided to just lay the frame directly on there, glue it down, and then cut around it. And so I'm eyeballing my frame, and I'm realizing I need to bring in some more color on this corner. So I'll just bring my brush in and lay some more color down on there. I'm just trying to move around the ink a little bit. I'm going to clean that brush and bring in some more of the stormy sky and add some more color to my sky so that my frame will be completely covered in. And here I'm going to lay down, some more color and just darken it up a little bit. And I think I've got it. And I think it looks cute. So what I decided to do is just glue this panel right down on there and just trim around it. I was thinking about die cutting and piecing it, but I thought it'll just be easier if I just do it this way and just cut the watercolor paper away from it. And I'm just using I think this is Portobello. Is that the name of this? Paper from Spellbinders for this frame. Just die cut it out. And then I just kind of kind of angled it on there to get the area of my scene that I wanted to get included. And I'm just bringing in these big Tim Holtz scissors, and I'm just going to cut it down. And so this really was a pretty simple card. Just some real quick watercoloring and slap a frame on it, cut it out. We're going to bring in some layering panels, a sentiment. We've got a little tag thing that came with the dice set, and I'm going to get it laid down on there. And then I pressed some of those sentiments out on my live the other night, and I've got them in a container, so I'm just going to grab them and bring in one, and it says you're a real friend, and we'll just get it laid down on there. And I'm going real simple. So I'm just going to bring in a top folding card base, and I have embossed a panel. The streamer, this is just a black background panel. This is Michael's. or actually it's Hobby Lobby. I bought a package of black from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to get it laid down on there. And then I'm bringing in my fern cardstock from Spellbinders, and I embossed it with the streamers. I think it's called Cascading Streamers. It's a relatively new embossing folder from Spellbinders, and I'm going to get it laid down on here. And it looks like it's crooked, so I'm going to bring in my trimmer and just trim that little edge off and straighten it up, and then we'll get some foam tape and we're going to pop this up. I thought I'd use the foam tape since we did some watercoloring and it might have been a little bit bowed or whatever. So we'll just put four strips of foam tape down here and we'll get it laid down. And I think we've got a very quick, very simple card with a little bit of watercoloring. So I'm going to bring in my enamel dots. I've got some black ones from Spellbinders, and I thought I'd just lay it down on the fern cardstock and just add some additional interest to it. This is a really sweet set. There's just so many pieces to it, so I'd encourage you to check it out. I'll link the materials in the description box below in case you're interested. And I'd appreciate if you like this video, if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, love to have you. I do content every day. I've been going live on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I've started going live on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.